Hello, here we are for the last little part of Chapter 5. I was just mentioning that perhaps you're a volunteer like me on a regular basis. I know all parents are busy, but most of us really truly want to be part of our child's lives and will make the effort to try, especially if we're asked. I know that when my child started back to preschool age classroom at the age of 2.5, that my son's teacher was pleasantly surprised that I asked, could I come every day for about a half hour at the end of the day? I would love to just volunteer and help before I head home with him. Now, at first, I'm sure this seemed weird to her, that she had a parent who said, gee, I want to come every day and help you for a half hour, just at the end of the day. But once she realized I was very sincere in my efforts and I truly helped with whatever she needed help with at the end of the day, I found very quickly that this was not only appreciated to her as the teacher, my child loved it, but I also found some added benefits for me. Not only did I grow closer to my child and my child's teacher, but I began to learn and know about the children in his class, and for me that was valuable. These were the kids my child spent a great part of his day with, and I learned and came to appreciate and understand their individual differences and the effect they were having on my child. What a wonderful opportunity. I wouldn't trade for anything now because I was able to be a part of them. Now, I know not all parents can do that, but certainly it's important to offer up some opportunities to volunteer on a regular basis. Help to organize special events. Perhaps you have somebody who just likes to plan stuff. They can't come, they can't help, but they can plan. Perhaps they'll help to organize the special snacks or make arrangements if you were going to go on a field trip. They're happy to make all the things ahead of time, all the phone calls, all the lists, all the paper trail, all the notes home. You will be surprised what a parent will do and what a family member will do because these are their children, their loved ones. Assist other parents to volunteer. Sometimes parents don't like to volunteer on their own, but if you'll ask two of them, it feels less intimidating, especially if you give them a specific task that you need help with. Sit on policy boards. Perhaps your center or your school has a board, and we seek their opinions and their input. Further their own development in education. I know that you all are coming to school. Who inspired you to come back? Was it perhaps a teacher? It could have been. And so as teachers, we want to encourage parents and loved ones to learn more on their own, and perhaps with our help through your newsletters, through information that you can send them. If you do an email feed, you can send email to your parents and help them to encourage and grow in their parenting role. Now I know here we are. That was it. We're at the end of the chapter. It was super short, but a great chapter to start to think about all the things that are involved when we think about creating that perfect classroom. Now, I want to remind you, no classroom is perfect. No teacher is perfect. Our job is to do the best we can on a day-to-day basis, but underlying all of that is the need for good classroom guidance. Many teachers are driven away from the teaching profession because they do not have good classroom guidance techniques or practices in place. Once you have these practices in place and you get a well-developed repertoire of techniques to use, you'll find not only is your happiness improved in your classroom for you, but the children. The children are happier people, and when they're happier people and they're loved, you'll find that the mistaken behaviors magically, almost magically, decrease. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to close this down now. I know this is awkward and I'm trying to